Hi everyone, welcome to your Hawt Mess Yoga class. Today's going to be different because it's not about what level of a yoga practitioner you are. We are going to focus more today on how to stretch your low back in a really safe and effective way, specifically for sciatica. So if you have sciatica, boom, this class is for you. If you don't have sciatica, you're so lucky. I digress. Consider grabbing a block for today's class, and remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't know, maybe book me for a class or two. Pretty great. I'll see you on your mats. Start in Supta Baddha Konasana. Start to lower down onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Open your knees out nice and wide like a book. Rest your hands anywhere that feels comfortable. I chose to have my hands on my low belly this day because I needed to have a little bit of extra time settling in with my breath. If you find that this is a little too intense, you can always place blocks or pillows underneath the outside edges of your knees, but let your low back have its natural arch. Allow gravity to help open your knees out as wide as possible. Take some inventory on how your breath and body all feel today. We'll be spending quite a bit of time trying to stretch out your low back, so this is a really easy place to collect some data. Have a huge impact on how you choose to move throughout the practice. If you'd like to deepen this low back stretch, place your hands onto your thigh bones and push your hands deep into the leg bones, feeling your low back, your rib cage trying to stretch further from your hips. Begin to draw your knees back together to touch. Drop your knees into your chest, rock a little bit gently side to side. Make some circles with your knees in one direction. And then switch out, circle your knees in the other direction. Begin to relax your left leg onto the floor. Draw your right knee in a lot closer towards your chest armpit area. And exhale a variation of Supine Twist. So dropping your right knee over to the left, but today straighten the right leg so that your heel is up in line with your hip. Use your left hand to prop your right foot to float off the floor so that your right heel is right in line with the hip crease area. Use your right hand onto your right hip to physically push your right hip closer down towards your left heel. So once again, just trying to find more space between where the right hip and the right ribs want to come together. Starting to deepen the stretch in your low back. Inhale, come back to center. Relax your right leg down, draw your left knee in close to the armpit. Exhale, a variation of Supine Twist. Roll onto your right hip. Use your right hand to help lift your left leg up to a float. Allow the heel to stay level with the hip. Use your left hand to push your left hip closer down towards your right heel. Flex your feet still. And allow your left hand to keep gliding your left hip down, creating that intentional space between hip and ribs. Inhale, roll back onto your spine, draw yourself into a little ball shape. Rock and roll up to a seat, and from your seat, come into a tabletop position. Line up your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Inhale, cow, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, cat, curl through the upper spine. Do that 3 more times. Inhale, cow, squeeze your armpit muscles in tight. Exhale, cat, press down into your shins and palms. Inhale, cow, look up as high as you can. Exhale, cat, gaze back at your belly. 1 more, breathe in, stretch through the mid-spine. Exhale, round your back. Come back into a tabletop position. Extend your right leg back behind you and cross your right thigh behind your left. Look over your left shoulder. So right toes are kickstanded onto the floor. Push the left sits bone back to the wall behind you. Really let the right side of your low back stretch out. Lower your right knee back to its center. Extend the left leg back. Cross your left thigh behind your right and gaze over your right shoulder. Make sure that your right hip didn't drift over to the right. Keep it stacked over the knee and press the right sits bone back to the wall behind you. Take another round or so of breath here. Then come back to your tabletop. Walk your hands another palm print forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment, do a little gentle pedaling out of your legs, round your spine, any sort of movement that feels good. But then begin to deepen the knee bend one at a time. Stretch out your hamstrings and calves. With straight legs, begin to swing your heels all the way to the left. Take a moment there, then come back to center and swing your heels all the way to the right. And then a regular, good old-fashioned down dog as soon as you are ready. Press down into your fingertips and feel your upper arm bones lock into the shoulder socket area. Breathe in. Exhale, Ragdoll. Start to walk your feet behind your wrists. Bend your knees and either grab for opposite elbows, or if it feels comfortable, you can interlace your hands at the nape of your neck. But maintain a soft bend into your knees. Rock your chest right and left. Begin to release your fingertips down to the floor. Toe heel your feet into about inner hip width distance. Bend your knees and start to roll up to a standing position. When you get to the top, a little shrug down of your shoulders, keeping your feet hip width distance apart. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment to focus on your why, your intention. Today, I offer you up truly investing in the feedback of your body, of your practice. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Inhale, mountain. Circle your arms up and overhead. Line up your heels with your toes. Balance your weight evenly through the four corners of your feet. Exhale, goddess back bend. Goal post your arms, lift your throat. Now today, inhale single leg mountain, but with these goal post arms. So elbows in line with the shoulders, gaze forward, line up your right knee with your right hip. Exhale, Shiva twist. Turn just the torso to the right. So if you need to, look at your right shin and make sure that it's still facing the top of your mat. Roll the chest as far over to the right as possible. Inhale, mountain, lift up. Exhale, forward fold, lower your head down. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch out your chest. Now either go into a Chaturanga, but if your low back feels weird today, drop down to a tabletop. Inhale, cow, look up. Flip back over your toes and exhale, down dog. So just a really nice alternative to Chaturangas. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, feet hip width. Inhale, halfway lift, extend the torso. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain, utilize the full breath to reach up. Exhale, goddess, back bend, goal post the arms, lift the chin up. Arms stay in a goal post. Inhale, single leg mountain, lift the left knee up. Line up the elbows with the shoulder heads. Flex your left foot. Exhale, Shiva twist, turn just the chest to the left. Keep the left shin facing forward. Roll the left collarbone back towards your outer right hip. Squeeze your core in tight. Inhale, mountain, face the front, lower your left foot. Exhale, forward fold, glide your hands through heart center. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, either Chaturanga, or if it felt good on the first one, drop down to a tabletop. Inhale, cow, and exhale back into your down dog, depending on which version you took. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, step your feet behind your wrists. Inhale, halfway lift, feet hip width. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain. Dig your feet into the floor. Exhale, goddess back bend. Push the hips forward. Inhale, single leg mountain with goddess arms, right knee up. Exhale, Shiva twist. Turn to the right, elbows in line with shoulders. Inhale, mountain. Step the foot down as you lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Glide your head down, hang heavy at the bottom. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. Option to jump back if you're feeling it today. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Curl through the spine. One more set. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Feet right behind the wrists. Keep them there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain. Squeeze your core and inner thighs tight. Exhale, goddess back bend. Arch through the upper back. Inhale, single leg mountain with goddess arms. Left leg up. Exhale, Shiva twist. Turn left. Left shin stays forward. Inhale, mountain. Straighten everything back out. Exhale, forward fold. Dive the head down. Relax your jaw. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, tabletop into cow, whatever it is that's going to benefit your practice. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of your mat and start to roll up to a standing position. Just check in with your feet, make sure there's still hip width distance, about 2 fists or so between the feet. Now either start with your hands to your hips or hands to your heart. Just know that both work, it's going to depend on what you need. Squat down to a seat, and we'll do some star chair taps. So starting with your right foot, bring your right foot as far forward as possible without letting your hips come out of alignment. Come back to center, then step the right foot to the top right corner of the room. Good. Bear some weight down into the left heel, and then step the right foot back to center. Now bring the right foot out laterally so the toes are still lined up with each other, and step the right foot in. Take the right foot to the back right corner now. Keep the lunge, and then step the right foot in. Step the right foot now all the way to the back of the mat, either toenails on the floor for extra or the ball mound onto the floor for more support. All right, stand back up, shake that out. Now let's do all that again, but a little faster. Right foot to the top of the mat. Step back to center. Right foot, top right corner. Step back in. Right foot steps out all the way over to the right. Back to center. Right foot, back right corner. Stay low in the seat. Step the foot forward. Right foot all the way to the back of the mat. And step one more time. Right foot to the top of the mat. Back to center. Hips stay lined up. Right foot, top right corner. Back to center. Good. Right foot all the way over to the right. Back to center. Step the foot to the back right corner. Center. Right foot to the back of the mat. Center. Stand up. Shake it out. I know it sucks, but your low back is really going to thank you for it. So nice and slow once again, start to find the seat, keeping your feet hip width distance. Hands to hips or hands to heart. Extend the left leg forward as long as you can get it without letting the left hip jut anywhere else. Take the foot back and now take the left foot to the top left corner. Step it back. Left foot steps now all the way to the left side of the room. Hips stay centered. Bring the left foot back. Left foot step to the back left corner. Good. And then back to center. One more left foot as far back behind you, either onto the ball mound or onto the toenails. And then back to center. Stand up, shake it out. We'll do that 2 more times. Squat down. Right knee stays here. Extend the left leg forward. Step it back. Left foot, top left corner. Bring it back. Left foot, left side of the room. Back to center. Left foot, back left corner. Bring it in. Left foot to the back of your mat. Step it forward. One more. Step the left foot to the front. Back to center. To the left corner. Center, hips stay lined up. Step out to the left. Back to center. Back left corner, almost done. Step it in. Step all the way to the back. Bring the foot forward, stand tall, shake, shake, shake it out. All right, take a seat. Lower down, and we'll meet in Supta Baddha Konasana crunches. This time tilting your business up to the ceiling so that your low back is flat. Hands at the nape of the neck. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. So a shorter set here today just to keep stretching out through the low back, but a little bit of core is going to do a body good in order just to keep that low back nice and healthy. Smash your feet together. Keep your elbows and knees out nice and wide and relax the weight of your head into your palms. Last two, gaze up as you lift, belly stays tight. Last set, come on up and release. Take a quick counter stretch. We'll move these into figure-four crunches. So connect your right ankle to your left quad, place your left heel onto the floor. Basket grip at your neck, breathe in, exhale, twist just to the right. Inhale, lower your shoulders, exhale, twist to the right. If at any point you need more support, you can always straighten your right arm onto the floor just to give you a little bit of extra grip. Push your outer right knee to the top of the mat. That way it's still a hip opener and a low back stretch as well as some core work. Dig your ankle into your quad. Lift your shoulder blades up a little bit higher for these last three. Good, squeeze in tight through your glutes, final two. Good, last one, get as high as you can and release. All right, start to switch out your legs, take your left ankle to your right quad, breathe in. Exhale, lift and twist to the left. Now aim for your knees to still line up with each other. It all depends though, like I do have sciatica, so this side is always a little bit tighter. Yay! Option again to extend your left arm out at any point if you need that extra bit of support. But feel your right heel pulling back towards your glute as much as your right sits bone is trying to dig forward to the top of your mat. Last three. Firm through your inner thighs, encourage your left outer knee forward. Last set, finish here, lift, 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 and release. Take a counter stretch of your choice, whatever feels good for you. As soon as you are ready, draw your knees into your chest, rock and roll up to a seat, end up crisscrossing at your ankles, an option to go through a Chaturanga. If you plan on going through your Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing, press into your palms. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, release. Inhale, start to look forward. Exhale, forward fold. And again today, keep your feet hip width distance, about 2 fists between the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair with the feet hip width distance. Look down at your feet really quick though and notice if your toes started to sickle in or out. Realign your toes with your heels. Aim your kneecaps back over your ankle joints. Exhale, airplane arms. Turn the palms to face each other. A bit of a bend into your elbows. Keep pushing down with your sits bones. Inhale, single leg mountain. Lift the left leg up. Exhale, figure-four chair, ankle to your quad, hands to your heart. Now slowly sit down, making sure that one glute hasn't dropped lower than the other. So stay even with the sits bones. Plug your left ankle deep into your quad to help with that. Inhale, single leg mountain. Take your time coming up. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Step your left foot back. Push your right sits bone to the back wall, a little up dog in your chest. Inhale, warrior two. Start to windmill your left arm up, over, and around. You might need to adjust some distance between your feet, bounce into your front knee a couple times. But when you're ready, hunker down into your heels, draw your shoulder blades in tight, look out long in front of you. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, triangle, trikonasana. And don't worry about if your right hand ever touches the floor. Feel your ribs pulling up from your thigh and hip, Work the core, draw your shoulder blades in tight. Inhale, reverse warrior. Now option for a half bind today. Take your left hand to your right thigh behind your low back and use your hand into your leg to help push down to allow your right ribs to lift higher. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga. Windmill your arms down to the floor. Point your elbows back to the wall behind you. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, glue each muscle in tight. Exhale, forward fold, feet hip width. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair. Line up your toes with your heels. Knees apart. Feel the knees pulling out towards the second, third toe area. Long breath in. Exhale, airplane arms. No rounding in the low spine. Stay stick straight. Inhale, single leg mountain. Lift your right knee up. Push down into the right sits bone. Exhale, figure-four chair. Ankle to your quad. Push your hips back and start to sit down. Take it nice and slow. Notice if your right hip is a lot lower than the left. Keep the sits bones even. Think about that chair star squat stuff that we did. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, crescent airplane. Take a big step back, land on your right ball mound. Pull your chest forward, push your fingertips back. Inhale, warrior two. Circle your right arm up, over and around. Adjust some distance between your legs if you need it. You can always bounce into your front knee until you're ready to hold. Draw your shoulder blades in, look over your front fingertips. Inhale, begin to straighten your left leg. And exhale, triangle. Reach forward and lower. Pivot the front of your right hip to roll up towards the ceiling. Scoop your left armpit over towards the right edge of your mat, and if it's comfortable, look up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Glide right back into the lunge, and if you did so on the other side, sweep your right arm back behind you and place your right fingertips on top of your left thigh. Use your right hand to push the left thigh bone down. Reach up long through your left side. Exhale, Chaturanga. Plant your palms. Lower down. Now, if that half bind didn't work for you, don't worry about it. You can use it, you can skip it. It all depends on what is the reaction in your low back. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Step your feet forward. Feet hip width, about 2 fists between the heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, push down, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, single leg mountain, left knee up to the ceiling. Exhale, figure-four chair, glutes stay level with each other. Inhale, single leg mountain, rise up. Exhale, crescent airplane, step the left leg back. Inhale, warrior two, widen out if you need it. Exhale, triangle, push your hips back, reach up. Inhale, reverse warrior, with or without that half bind, lift the right arm up. Exhale, cartwheel down, Chaturanga. Remember, you can do tabletop to down dog or go through a regular Chaturanga depending on what you need. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, feet apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, pull the knees back over the ankle joints. Exhale, airplane arms, bend the elbows a little. Inhale, single leg, draw the right knee up to the ceiling. Exhale, figure-four chair, push down into your left quad. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, crescent airplane, land softly. Inhale, warrior two, arms open to that proud T shape. Exhale, triangle, push the hips back, extend the torso forward. Inhale, reverse warrior, take the bind if you did it on the first side. Exhale, Chaturanga. Make sure that your neck, your forehead doesn't dip down lower than your shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. One more full set. Inhale, chest to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, toes line up with your heels. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, single leg mountain, left knee to the ceiling. Exhale, figure-4 chair, thumbs in line with the heart. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, crescent airplane, bow the heart down. Inhale, warrior 2, shoulders over your hips. Exhale, triangle, glue your heels towards each other. Inhale, reverse warrior, lift your ribs away from your hip. Exhale, Chaturanga. Start out through your hands. Release all your air as you lower. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, down dog. Last time, breath in. Exhale, forward fold, feet apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, dig deep into the glutes. Exhale, airplane arms, low back flat. Inhale, single leg, right knee up. Exhale, figure-4 chair, line up the sits bones. Inhale, single leg mountain. Exhale, crescent airplane, launch back. Inhale, warrior 2, lengthen through your arms. Exhale, triangle, pull the torso forward. Inhale, reverse warrior, keep your lunge deep. Exhale, Chaturanga, twist down. Hug your armpit muscles in tight to your ribs, breath in. And exhale, down dog. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Inhale, begin to lift your right leg up to the ceiling. And exhale, low lunge. Now, I needed a block today, so if you would like to place a block underneath your left palm, please go for it. But line up your sits bones with each other again. Feel your rib cage pull from your waistline. Inhale, easy twist, lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Draw your shoulders in. And there's a tendency for your left hip to drop. Keep the hips nice and long. Exhale, low lunge, bring your right hand down. Inhale, pyramid. Straighten your right leg any amount. Keep your left heel popped off the floor, and let's flow between those 3 shapes. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, easy twist. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid, straighten your leg. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lunge your knee. Exhale, lift your right arm up. Inhale, right hand to the floor. Exhale, pyramid, straighten the leg. 1 more. Inhale, lunge into your knee. Exhale, twist. Inhale, right hand back down. Exhale, pyramid, and hold. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, revolve triangle. I think it should be called revolve pyramid, but I didn't write the rules. So option to lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Now notice if your right hip is really sassed up, lift the left hip up. Plug the right thigh bone deep into the hip socket. Aim for your shoulders to line up with your hips. Take a round of breath here. Exhale, lower your hand down, look forward, and step your left foot forward to Malasana. So you might need to toe heel some distance between your feet, get your heels towards the edges of your mat. If you utilized a block and you'd like to sit on the block, go for it. Use your elbows to pull your knees open to either side of the room. Draw your shoulder blades in tight. Take a moment here. Bring your hands back to the floor, toe heel your feet to hip width distance. Inhale. And exhale, step back into down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Consider a block underneath your right hand for this one. Line up your sits bones together. Keep pushing the left glute back to the wall behind you. Inhale, easy twist. Lift the left arm up. Line up the hips, draw the shoulder blades in tight. Option to look up. And exhale, back down for the low lunge. Plant your palm. Inhale, pyramid. Slowly straighten out your left leg, letting your right heel still stay off the floor. Direct your right hip flexor to roll down towards your left big toe, trying to keep the low back and hips as even with each other as possible. Inhale, low lunge, bend the knee. Exhale, easy twist, left arm up. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. 2 more. Inhale, lunge into your left knee. Exhale, twist your left arm up. Inhale, left hand back down. Exhale, pyramid, straighten out. 1 more. Inhale, deepen into your lunge. Exhale, twist the left arm up. Inhale, low lunge, plant the palm. Exhale, pyramid. Again, option to hold here, keep extending the rib from the hips. Or inhale, revolved triangle. Should be called revolved pyramid. Push the left sits bone back to the wall behind you. Shoulder blades in tight. Think up dog with the chest. Breathe in. Different for this one. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Quarter turn to the right. Line up your hips over your big toes. But other than that, some organic movement so you can rock side to side, a twist, a chest expansion. If you're feeling it, crow pose, headstand, prone frog, you have some time here to just kind of do your own thing. I do recommend, though, to be honest with you, to keep it basic and simple. Start to spin back to the front for your low lunge, and exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Take a seat. So I'm going to turn and face you. You still face the screen. And we'll do something that, it's one of those moments that it's like you either feel nothing in the stretch or you feel everything. So congratulations, Shin Baby Steve. Take the sole of your right foot and hook it into your left elbow crease. Now, if that feels good, use your right hand to kind of shove your right knee closer towards the other side of the room so that your right knee is lining up with your right armpit. Now, that can be enough. You can basket grip your hands around your shin, start to rock a little bit right and left. From here, place your right hand onto the floor behind you, lean back towards your right hand, and now everyone's going to look a little different here and kind of do their own thing, but you want to start to rock onto the outside of your right hip. So trying to massage through the IT band, sciatic area, just to get into that outer hip, low back, low hip area. Begin to release the right leg down. Congratulations, it's twins! Shin Baby Steve on. Sole of the left foot into your right elbow crease. You can use your left hand to kind of direct the left knee closer over towards the opposite armpit. But again, a little rock side to side to get you started. Begin to plant your left hand back behind you. This is always the side that I feel it a lot deeper on. But playing, rocking really back into that hand, rocking over towards the hip, pulling the knee across the chest. Your body will definitely tell you when it is starting to feel this stretch in the outer hip, sciatic nerve area. Alrighty, team. Begin to release out of that and come into a wide-legged forward fold. So open your legs out as wide as possible. Little removal of the blessings out from underneath your sits bones. When you are ready, begin to walk your hands any amount forward. Flex your toes. Notice if your feet are starting to sickle in. Roll your feet back so that your toenails are facing the ceiling as much as possible. And if you're really bendy-wendy here, cool. If you are in a working relationship with this, use your hands onto the mat to help encourage your chest to drop down any amount. Begin to walk your head back up. Grab for the outer edges of your legs to bring your knees together and slowly start to recline down onto your back. We'll take this into cow face legs. So wrap your right thigh on top of your left. You can hold here or reach down and grab for your feet. If that feels comfortable, lift your heels up in line with your knees, and like you're trying to create a knot in your legs, pull your thighs, your feet out to either side of the room. If it feels comfortable, rock side to side. Begin to release this into a supine figure-4. So once again, your right ankle to your left quad. This time, lift your left foot to parallel with your knee shin area. Use your right hand to push your right knee away from you. Take a breath here. And exhale, Supine Figure-Four Twist. So the sole of your right foot lands to the outer left edge of the mat. With your right kneecap still facing the ceiling, goal post your arms. Option to deepen this by reaching down with your right hand, grab for the big toe side of your left foot, and use your hand to help really pull your left heel up towards your glutes. So now getting a quad stretch with a hip opener and a sciatic nerve stretch. Boom. Take a breath. Now nice and easy, start to roll back onto your spine. Drop your knees into your chest and then wrap your left thigh up over your right. Option to stay here or reach down, grab for your feet, go a little bit deeper into Gomukhasana legs. Tug of war your feet out to either side of the room. Rock side to side if that felt comfortable. Line up your heels with your knees. Take another moment here. And exhale, Supine Figure-Four. Left ankle to your right quad. Either a basket grip behind your right thigh or use your left hand to just gently push the left knee away from your chest. Breathe in. And exhale, Supine Figure-Four Twist. Start to roll onto your right hip so that the sole of your left foot is touching the floor. Redirect your left kneecap to face the ceiling. You can goal post your arms or reach down with your left hand and start to grab for the big toe side of your left foot. Pull your heel in closer towards your glutes. Keep a little bit of that pressure of your left ankle working up against the right quad. And inhale, begin to roll back onto your spine. Drop your knees into your chest and exhale, happy baby. I recommend grabbing for the inside of your ankle area today just to create a little bit more of good pressure into the inner thigh hip flexor area. You can rock side to side, straighten out your legs. Any last little movements or wiggles that might work for you. And we'll end how we began class with that supine twist. So right knee back into the armpit, left leg long. Exhale, drop the right leg over towards the right side of the room. Extend the right leg. Use your right hand to help roll your outer right hip closer down towards your left heel. And my hope is that this stretch now feels a lot easier, a little bit better in your low back. But keep your right heel elevated in line with your right hip. Inhale back to center. Start to switch out your legs, invite your left knee in. And exhale, supine twist with the left leg straight. And your left ankle up in line with the left hip. Use your left hand to help push the left outer hip closer down towards the right heel. Begin to relax your tongue off the roof of your mouth. You can feel it. We're getting closer to Shavasana, and you've earned it. Start to roll back onto your spine. Squeeze yourself into one last little tight ball shape. Exhale, Shavasana, but check in with your back. So a few things to consider: regular Shavasana, or scooch over so that you're in legs on the wall. Or if at any point you need to bend your knees and allow your low back to rest a little deeper, go ahead. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And for a few moments, this is all you have to do. There is no rush. If you would like to be guided back into your body, begin to deepen your breath and introduce movement back into your hands and feet. Let the ripple effect of movement allow your legs and arms to become more involved. Take a good morning stretch. Roll to whichever side you would like and bring your knees in a little bit closer to your chest than what you might normally do. Use your hands to lift yourself up to a seat. Crisscross at your ankles and either bring your hands to your heart or your third eye center today. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bow forward. Namaste. Great job, everybody. I really hope your low backs are like, oh, thank you. All right, I'll see you soon. I love you. Awesome job, everybody. The reason why this class came together was because I have several students right now with sciatica. Got a couple comments about like, hey, can we do a class like this? So comment below with stuff that you want to see, poses you want to learn, variations, mythologies, etc. Like, let me be here for you. Hope to see you guys soon. Remember that you can book classes with me at hawtmessyoga.life, HAWT messyoga.life. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you guys soon.